Namaste. हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I'm JVWU TRIVEDI and today I'm going to take a lecture on the characteristics of life. As you all know, we have shared the what is life and how we can know about the characteristics of life. Now there are seven characteristics which of life, that is response to the environment, growth and change, the ability to reproduce, the ability of metabolism and to breed, to maintain homeostasis, and it is being or made of cells, and the traits are passed from one to another offspring. Now what here we are going to discuss is the structure, growth, function, origin and evolution, and the distribution of living things. Now we have already in the previous lecture also discussed what is living and non-living. Now here we are going to go in the detail. So the main principles for the foundation of modern biology that explain the characteristic of life are the cell theory, the evolution, the genetics, and the homeostasis. Now, most of the biological sciences are specialized in this study, and there is biochemistry, cell biology, microbiology, and different other fields of science. Now, when we come to the focus of cell biology, we study on the level of the life at cell level, and biochemistry is the chemical makeup of that cell. The microbiology is the study of microorganisms, and immunology is the resistance to that disease. Now, genetics is how life passes from one organism to another. Similarly, physiology is the understanding of the working, and zoology is study of animals. So, the study of how these organisms interact with the environment is called ecology. Evolutionary biology is the study of how population and species change over time. Now, what is botany? It is the study of plants. So, we see that different fields of science play an important role in the foundation of everyday biology. Now, what is life? As we all know, what makes up life, but there has been many controversies. But when we come, as discussed earlier, we have to think about living and non-living. Now, what separates a living from non-living? For example, a cat moves, so does your vehicle, like a car. A tree grows bigger in size, so does an air bubble. A cell has a structure, so does the crystal. But what is life? That is a characteristic we are going to discuss. Now, suppose we have a model of a duck. It may look like a duck, but it is not, we cannot say it is living. Why? Because it cannot reproduce, it cannot respond to environment or breathe. So it does not have the characteristics of life. So an individual should respond to the environment, grow and change, reproduce, have offsprings, have complex chemistry, maintain the homeostasis level. It should be consisting of cells, and the trait should be passed from one generation to another. Now, when it should respond to the environment. Suppose you come across a rock. You step on it, it will stay there. But if you come across a turtle, though it looks like a rock, if you step on it, it will move away or even react. So it should respond to the changes in the environment. Similarly, there are other characters which are playing important role in the characteristic of life. Now we have growth and change. Now we see a seed and a stone. Both look the same, but when you put them in soil and it is provided with proper environment, the pebbles remain the same, but the seed grows and into a plant. Now even we come across a bacteria or any kind of fungal spore, everything grows and multiplies. Now, here's a controversy like virus. Virus does not multiply outside the cell. So, virus is non-living until it enters a cell, and then after it becomes living as it takes over the machinery of the host cell. Now, we have reproduction. We know that living things have the ability to reproduce and make exactly a same specimen to asexual reproduction. But in sexual reproduction, there are two parents, there is fusion, and there is an mixing of characters, and this increases genetic variation. Besides, the living organisms have complex chemistry. There are a number of pigments, molecules, processes going on a simple leaf or a flower or a petal or a molecule. Number of processes, physiological processes, biochemical processes are occurring inside. Then living beings also have the ability to maintain their body temperature, and those which do not, they have the ability to withstand. Then all living beings are made up of cell. Cell is the basic unit of structure and function of all living beings. The cell can be prokaryote or it can be eukaryote. And when we look at each cell, there are some similarity of different organisms. There are some similarity. All organisms, eukaryotics, have the same type of cell. All prokaryotes have the same type of cell. So then these cells together combine to form a tissue, and these tissues together combine to form an organ. All these organs work together to form an entire organism. So this organism forms a population, which is a part of the ecosystem of the earth. So there are different levels of organisms. Here is the example. For example, the tree is an organism. The leaf is an organ. The leaf, and inside the leaf, there are different tissues. Each tissue contains cell. Inside the cell, there is chloroplast, which is an organelle, and inside the chloroplast is the pigment, that is the chloroplast. So here you can see chlorophyll, sorry. And here you can see there is a number of complexity associated with the living being. So students, I hope you have found my lecture interesting. If you have any query, please comment in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by 2.0 version, digital version of JVWU Women's University. Namaste.